What's going on, guys? My name is Matt. I'm going to help you automate your fitness business. And today I'm going to be showing you how to actually get leads and contact them on Instagram. So one of the biggest questions I get asked is how do I actually find leads, people who want to be coached by me? And there's so many ways you can do it, but this is a pretty cool one that you can set up that's like 80% automated. And the reason I say it's 80% automated is because some of the best systems are built after proving concept. So if you're seeing this for the first time, this may not be the best solution for you. However, you should try and do some of it, and if it works for you, then look at automating the whole thing. So what we're actually going to do is set up a way for us to scrape Instagram users and then take that information, put that into our Lindy, which is our automation platform, and then send that information to ColdDMs, which is going to then send them a DM for us. So the way that we're going to go about doing this is we're going to need a couple of things. As I said, ColdDMs, you're going to need Lindy, and you're going to need this application called Appify. Now, Appify is just a web scraping tool. So it has multiple web scraping tools built into the platform. And so what that is, if you've never used a scraper before, it basically just gets information from the internet for you. So you don't have to go and do it, copy and paste. So the one I've got set up here, which is Appify, in Appify is Instagram Scraper. It's pretty cheap, $2.30 per 1,000 results. And you get a free $5 every month. So if you sign up for a free account, it'll give you access to that. And so what you want to do is you want to find an Instagram URL with a lot of comments on it. So this is where your specific niche comes into it. For example, if I was in the fitness niche and I was looking for coaching clients, then I would go to a popular influencer. So in this situation, Matt Ogus is an OG fitness influencer. So he's a fitness coach for successful men, right? And if you have a look here, you'll want to find a post that has a good amount of comments on it. So if we're looking at these ones here, so this one's hardest part of being a dad. So if we just pause this because I don't want it to play. If we look through here, women don't know the pain we went through, hospital makes $1 million. Okay, so there's lots of information here, likely of all dads. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this information and we're going to go into Instagram Scraper and Instagram URLs you want to scrape. And we're going to paste this in here. And then pretty much all of this you can leave the same. However, you want to make sure that scrape comments is selected and max results per URL. We're just going to do 20 for now, but you could do significantly more. And all you need to do is press save and start. It'll take a few seconds to run. And when this finishes, so the actor is getting your data, it's going to output our information in a couple of different ways, but we basically just need the Instagram usernames. And if we take a look here, so we've got heaps of information here. So obviously Matt is going to be in there because he's responded to some information. So if we have a look here, we've got a lot of usernames that we could potentially message. So what we can do is we can export these results and we can get it in a couple of different ways. In this situation, I'm just going to omit a couple of fields. We really just want, actually, no, I'll just leave it basically with everything. What's the name of the username? Owner username. Yeah, cool. That's what we want. So we're going to export and we're just going to go owner username because we just want the actual username. So let's just go with that. And if we do it as an Excel, it should give us a file that we can take the information from. So I'm going to open this up now and it's got these usernames. Now, one thing that I was saying about 80% automated, this system, you could take this output and send that directly to your automation platform. To be honest, it just was going to take a long time for me to do that. So I thought I would just spin it up without it and show you how to use this platform anyway. So we've got their usernames. I just copied them to my clipboard. And now what we're going to do is go into our Lindy. And if you haven't used Lindy before, it's just an automation platform that allows you to build AI agents. And in this one, it's pretty simple. So I want to show you this because this is a way you can use webhooks if you're not super technical and you don't know exactly what to do. So in settings here, Lindy allows you to provide context. Now this information, you perform webhook calls, you're sending in information to ColdDMs. Method is post, header is cookie. This is just an example one, so you're not really going to benefit from it. Body type is raw, example account is what I'm saying. Content type is application/JSON. Request content this is probably the most important part. List ID, blah, 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 with targets here. So if you just like copy and paste this word for word, you'll be fine. Except for the list ID, you need to create your own list and your own list ID. So we'll do that in a second. So this is basically what it needs to look like. This information, I'll probably put this in my community so you can just copy and paste it, or I'll just provide it below, one of the two. And then basically all you need in the actual workflow is the message received trigger, because we're going to send it a message. And then in the module, it's HTTP fetch, where you basically just leave all of this to AI will automatically fill out this field and it will send the information. Now you can implement the data like I have here, but it will work if you just say AI will implement this information, because it's already in our settings. So pretty simple. I'm going to just run a quick test here. So if you open up tasks, you can create a new task, which is going to allow you to chat with this Lindy. So I'm just going to paste in, let's see if I don't know that that's actually going to work. Let me just copy these. Let me just open this up again. I want this information because it copied them wrong. Command C and Command Shift V. Yeah, cool. So now we've got our information here. And we're just going to hit enter. And what it's going to do is it's going to walk through the steps it essentially needs to take to send that HTTP request. So we've got a little green tick, meaning it has sent. So all of this information should now be inside my list in ColdDMs. And if we just refresh this, it should be in here. And we'll take a look in a second. So that count was 11 before, so it's updated, which is great. And we've got our extra followers in here. So just increase this to make sure you guys can actually see it. So we've got those ones that I added in. So in order to get your list ID, you need to go into ColdDMs. If you haven't used this platform before, I've got some videos on how to set it up. But you basically just hit targets, and then all you need to do is create a list name. So you could say new list and press create. List is empty. Let's just put testing. So we have information here. And then just scroll down. I just want to hide this. So we got new list here. And all you really need to do to get the list ID is right click and go inspect. And then hover over list ID. And we should be able to find, hover over the list. And we should be able to find information about the list in here. So if we just press Command F, you should be able to find by string. So if we type in list underscore ID, has it come up with anything? Nothing yet. So list ID, nothing yet. So list, nothing here. So actually, let's go try a different way. Go network and go back and let's create another list. So let's call it new list 2. And then we're just going to go tested is our username. And whilst we're sitting in network, you're going to see all of this stuff pop up. So when we hit create, there should be like a call that actually creates this list, and it will give us the ID. So if we have a look here, I just hit create, and we see there is a create function, and we can see response here, and a list ID correlates to new list 2. So click on that one. We're going to copy that list ID, and then you can just like change that in here to the list ID that we just got. So that's all you would need to do. Sorry if that was a bit confusing, but hey, you get that on the big jobs. So now we have our information and we have our ColdDMs being updated with our tasks, and all you really need to do in now is go into campaigns and create a new campaign. So if we were using DM IG followers, and I can just open this campaign, and then I would go into targets and then select the new list that I added in, right? So this workflow, again, a little bit complicated because you got to use some technical platforms, but what it'll allow you to do is every single day just scrape 100 usernames of people who are in your niche, who like people who have put up their hand to be contacted by the other person. And then you can just cold DM them and be like, hey, I'm an online coach, blah, 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 blah. I want to help you out. So that's really cool. I hope you guys found that valuable, even though it was a little bit more complicated. And if you need anything else, just comment below. If you want to join my free Skool community, you can also do that. And we have a lot of information about automating your fitness business in there. So I'll speak to you guys soon. Peace out.